For your design project, you're going to be working on the west side of Tucker Avenue. So Tucker Avenue is this right-of-way right here. I'm going to turn my geolocation on so you can see it. So Tucker Avenue is this road right here. Now you're going to be working on this area here. Your site has a lot of wetlands in it. So if you take a look at this, this is highlighting where the wetlands are at. So you have to design your project within the open space of the wetlands. So you have to get creative with your roads. Okay, so I'm going to turn the geolocation back off. The first thing you need to know is how much area you have available to develop. So what I want you to do is I want you to isolate. So you're going to type in lay ISO. And if your settings aren't already off, then turn them off. Okay, you're going to isolate, so lay ISO. And I want you to isolate the boundaries, so the magenta line and the red line, which is your wetland line, and then hit enter. I need to know how much area you can develop. Once that is isolated, you're going to type in BO for boundary, and you're going to hit enter. And you're going to pick a point in here. Okay? So that put it on the wetland layer. Change that to the 0 and then project parcel layer. It'll look the same as the overall layer. Okay? Actually, I take that back. Go ahead and create a new layer. Make sure it says all. Create a new layer called 0-FAU subdivision design. Change the color to white because that'll print the boldest depending on your pen settings, but it should. And I'm going to go ahead and close that. So I'm going to click on the magenta line that I just created, and I'm going to switch it to FAU subdivision design. Now that you have the area isolated, let's take a look at how much of the project area you can actually develop, because you can't develop in this because it's a wetland. So I'm just going to use hatch because that's the easiest way to isolate an area to be able to visualize it. Plus you'll be using it in your career if you're going to do land development. So I'm going to let it pick an internal point, and I'm going to pick that area here. This is the area that you're allowed to develop. I'm going to change that to the subdivision design area, and I am going to change that color to 251. Actually, I want to change that color to 254 for right now. And I'm going to change that transparency to 80% transparent. Okay. Now, the total area that you have to develop is, if you click on this button, when you're in a hatch and you click on this area button here, you can go to the unit conversions, and it's in feet. So you select area, it's in feet, and you want to change it to acres. So since it says 0 here, just click up here and then click down here. So you've got 16.401 acres to develop. Okay, and I'm going to close out of that, and I'm going to escape, and I'm going to type in LA, and I'm going to select all, right click, select all, and turn everything back on. Okay, let me close this out. All right, so this is the area that you have to develop. The next thing I want to show you and talk to you about is what you're seeing in the project, and then creating a surface, an existing surface on your project.